Thank you for choosing to view Family Advocacy Program's Wellness, Coping, and Self-Care webinar presentation. My name is Sarah Gartner, and I am a social work intern for the Family Advocacy Program at Defense Logistics Agency in New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. Let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about wellness and how to implement the practice of self-care. To begin with, there are multiple different aspects of wellness which contribute to the holistic health of the individual. A common depiction of the idea of wellness is the wellness wheel model, which is recreated here, wherein each aspect of wellness forms a wheel together. Some of the listed areas of wellness include physical, emotional, social and cultural, environmental, spiritual, occupational or vocational, career, financial, and intellectual or academic health. Our focus today will be on emotional health. Everyone experiences stress. Due to the way that this affects our emotional health, it is important to talk about stress today. Stress is your body's way of responding to demands or threats. The cause of stress can be either internal or external. Examples include work life, relationships, financial situations, or negative self-talk, unrealistic expectations, or pessimism. Stressors are the things which are a source or cause of stress. So, this could include events, circumstances, places, people, feelings, or attitudes. Stress itself is more of a physical response to a stressor. Things like sweating, muscle tension, breathing, pulse changes, etc. Stressors are part of life. As such, it's important to learn to cope with stressors. Experiencing stress is a regular and normal part of everyone's life. Handled in a positive way, each stressful event can help prepare you to successfully cope with the next one. Though you cannot learn to eliminate stress, you can learn to manage it. By discovering the source of your stress, you can adopt different methods to bring about needed changes in your life to cope with stress. Let's uncover a bit more regarding coping. Coping skills are methods a person uses to deal with stressful situations. Good coping skills equate with good mental health. There are both positive and negative coping strategies, and both positive and negative types of stressors. Positive coping strategies include seeking external supports such as emotional or social support. Negative coping strategies include behavior and/or mental disengagement. Sometimes this is characterized by the illegal or abuse of alcohol or other substances, primarily in response to either positive or negative stress or overeating due to stress caused by situational anxiety. One positive coping skill is prioritizing the practice of self-care. Self-care is a process, ability, or engagement in behavior that would promote a positive lifestyle or stress relief. We are going to focus on discussing the positive coping skill of self-care for the remainder of the training. A helpful way to picture self-care is through the example of airplane oxygen masks. I found this illustration from Fort Garry Women's Resource Center and have included it in the slide. On an airplane, an oxygen mask drops in front of you. What do? As we all know, the first rule is to put on your own oxygen mask before you assist anyone else. Only when we first help ourselves can we effectively help others. Caring for yourself is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It is also one of the easiest things to forget or neglect. But you benefit greatly from self-care, and so do others in your life. So what does the oxygen mask illustration mean in regards to defining self-care? It definitely shows that self-care needs to be a priority. It evidences that self-care is care by you, for you. Self-care in a very tangible sense is taking time to do activities which nurture you. Self-care is part of emotional wellness. Self-care is saying yes to some things and no to others. Give yourself permission to step back. To practice self-care, a list is provided which includes suggestions of activities. Practicing self-care can involve free or affordable activities. Ideas include finding or engaging in a hobby, such as playing a musical instrument, knitting or sewing, something like woodworking. Reading for pleasure provides an opportunity to put stressful thoughts away and focus on an enjoyable book or magazine. Physical exercise, such as going for a walk or joining a group fitness class. Shaking up your routine and getting your body moving can provide an outlet for stress. Recreational games, such as throwing a frisbee with a friend. Peer consultation. This can provide a reliable space to appropriately discuss workplace stressors or things that are happening in your life as well. Massage and chiropractic services and other activities like a manicure or a warm bubble bath can refresh physical wellness. Socialization, including spending time with family or friends, can be a good way to unwind and relax. Journaling the events of the day, things that caused you stress or events which gave you joy, as well as emotions and feelings just throughout the day, is a great way to process those feelings. So journaling is a really good way to practice self-care. Meditation and practicing mindfulness produces feelings of calm. It definitely allows you a space to pause and just be still. Hiking or enjoying nature engages both your physical wellness as well as your emotional wellness. Participating in reflection over what we've discussed provides an opportunity to engage with this topic. As I've been talking, I want you to think about what resonated with you. Take a minute to pause and reflect on the following questions. How do you already practice self-care? Are there activities you enjoy which were not included on the list? After learning about self-care, how do you want to practice self-care in a more effective manner? To clarify, self-care is about restoring some sense of balance to your overall wellness. After talking through all the various options of activities one can pursue to incorporate self-care into your life, it might seem like self-care, or not engaging in appropriate self-care, can just become another stressor. It shouldn't be. Let's put language to what self-care is not. Self-care is not adding more to a to-do list. If it feels like a chore, take a step back and consider another stress relief strategy. Self-care is not an emergency response when you're feeling completely overwhelmed by stress. Rather, it is a lifestyle practice which should prevent feelings of being overwhelmed. Self-care is proactive, not reactive. Finally, self-care is not selfish. It is looking after yourself so you can continue to be your best and share your gifts and abilities with others. I would now like to demonstrate a brief mindfulness exercise you can do anywhere you are. In the midst of a stressful time in life, allow yourself to pause and collect yourself. To center your mind, practice this mindfulness exercise. It only requires a little bit of focus. Step 1. Take a deep breath. Step 2. Focus on an object in the room. Step 3. Describe this object or item with 1 or 2 words. Chair, red shirt, clock, folder, plant, calendar, curly hair. Step 4. That's it. Continue identifying objects until you feel a sense of calm and control. Try not to pause too long when identifying objects. It should be a very focused, centering process of your mind, just identifying your physical surroundings. If you're interested in other resources, check out these apps. Breathe and Relax. This app is free and helps with relaxed breathing techniques. It is available on both iOS and Android. Headspace. This app has many free options. However, some of the services require a subscription. It is available on iOS and Android and primarily focuses on teaching meditation. Relax, stress and anxiety relief. This app has a free version, which you will find in your app store marked as Lite, L-I-T-E. It focuses on breathing techniques. It is available on both iOS and Android. Thank you for your time today. If you have any further questions or want to discuss more about this topic, please reach out to the Family Advocacy Program at 717-770-7066. Thank you.